about 3 light years off of any sort of championship consideration. Basically, the only thing they have going right for them is Anthony Davis, this guy right here. Everyone else on this team is not worth it. We are going to hopefully trade every single person on this team because no one is here to help us win a championship. Buddy Hield maybe if he develops into something great. But right now the only untouchable is Anthony Davis. Now let me tell you guys a little bit about this series. This is just going to be a 5-part mini-series where I'm going to play as the New Orleans Pelicans, and hopefully in somewhere between 2 and 3 seasons we are going to win an NBA championship. That is the goal for this series. Once again, it's going to be 5 parts. If after those 5 parts I do not win a championship, then we will still have to end it there. Anyway, it's going to be 5 parts. So, let's get right into it.
Right, cause this is for the fans who truly understand. Real all the time, all my fam. Shooting for the stars, and knife in the land. Giving everything I can, while they tell me I'm the man. Making me.
Here is our rotation at the moment. Right now we need a new small forward because Solomon Hill will not cut it as our small forward, along with Omer Sheik is not going to be our center. I think Tyreke Evans will be okay for maybe a season or so. Maybe right at the trade deadline I might think about trading him. We need a new point guard because Drew Holiday is not going to cut it basically. And then look at this bench. This bench is trash. I mean garbage. So we are going to see if we can get a stronger bench, but in the meantime I'm going to go look for some trades and I'll let you guys know if I find any. This will be our first trade of season number 1. Drew Holiday and our 2016 first round pick. Even though I don't want to give it up, I feel like we will have a playoff kind of team. So we're going to be giving up our starting point guard for Kemba Walker, who will upgrade our point guard position tremendously, along with that huge contract that Drew Holiday has, only a 79 overall. So we'll be taking in just a slightly bigger contract than Drew Holiday's, but it's also 3 years long, and he's a huge upgrade. So that will be our first trade of season number 1. Welcome Kemba Walker to the New Orleans Pelicans. By the way, if you guys were curious, this is the draft class. Ben Simmons, of course, is projected to be number 1. The Thon Maker projected to be number 2. And look where Jaylen Brown is, number 6. And then where is, what's his face? Where's Brandon Ingram? Did I just completely pass over Brandon Ingram? Or is he just not here? That's interesting. Where is Brandon Ingram? Brandon Ingram is projected to go number 28. To the Clippers. That is really weird, but so that's his draft class. So I'm going to look for some more trades, and I'll let you guys know if I find any. Alright, this is our next trade of season number 1. Solomon Hill and Alonzo G for Louis Scola and Randy Foye. The reason I want to trade Solomon Hill is look at that contract. For a 74 overall, we're paying him $10 million a year over 4 years. That is unacceptable. So we are going to lose a lot of salary money. So we're going to have a lot more space now with Louis Scola and Randy Foye. Plus Louis Scola will be a decent backup power forward. So welcome Louis Scola and Randy Foye to the New Orleans Pelicans. Our next trade of season number 1 is Buddy Hield and Terrence Jones for Rudy Gobert and Joe Ingles. Basically, this is going to give us a starting center with Rudy Gobert, so we don't have to have Alexis Jinx as our starting center. And we don't really take on much salary cap room. So, welcome Rudy Gobert and Joe Ingles to the New Orleans Pelicans. Alright, so I wasn't able to find any more really decent trades for anyone, so this will be our starting lineup at least till the All-Star break and trade deadline. So we have Kemba Walker at point guard, Tyreke Evans at shooting guard. Those two I'm okay with for at least season number 1. Joe and Glace would rather not have him. I would like to trade him probably at the trade deadline, see if I can get a better small forward. Anthony Davis and Rudy Gobert are, of course, I'm solid with them. Maybe not so much Rudy Gobert. Maybe I might look to move him in the off season. But right now, I want to show you guys our... Alright, words were hard there for a moment. So this is our salary cap room right now. We are minus 16 million salary cap room. So we need to get that down a little bit if we want to see if we can sign at any one period. So yeah, I'm going to sim until the off season, or at least until the trade deadline, see if I can find someone else to trade. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the trade deadline. Alright, so at the trade deadline, look how good we are doing. We are 39-14, second in the Western Conference, first in our division. Holy cow, this is a lot better than what I thought we would be doing. Let's take a look at stats on our team. Anthony Davis leads the way with almost, or actually, oh my gosh, a really good double-double, 14.5 rebounds and almost 25 points. We see Kemba Walker averaging 22 points a game. Tyreek Evans averaging 20. Joe and Glace averaging 15.5. Rudy Gobert averaging a double-double with 11 points and almost 12 rebounds. That is an insane. I mean, 1, 2, 3. That's 5 of our guys who are averaging double-digit points per game, and 2 who are averaging double-doubles. This team is a lot better than I thought we were going to be doing. If we take a look at our rotation at the moment, no one is hurt on this team except for Randy Foye, but he's not a huge part in this team. Omer Sheik, of course, is out of juice, I guess, whatever. Tired. So look at this team. Joe and Glace has gone up to a 74. He's 29 years old. What is his potential? B-. May look to trade him still. Let's see. He's been doing okay. Let's see if we can get a trade for not Louis Scola. Where's Joe and Glace? Joe and Glace down there. Let's see. Bryce Johnson. That's preferably a small forward. Nick Young. Nah, he's got kind of a big contract. Jared Dudley, $10 million a year. Heck no. Yeah, nothing really for Joe and Glace. Maybe if we add Louis Scola in there. No, let's add Omer Sheik in there. Let's see what we can get then. CJ Miles, that's tempting. We would get rid of a big contract, but Rodney Stuck has a big contract as well. Let's see what we can keep looking for. I'm not seeing... Really, CJ Miles seems like the best trade to make, but $7 million and $4 million, that would be almost basically $11.5 million. We would not be losing that much, and I would like to lose, and we would be losing our 2017 first-round pick. So, you know what? I'm going to let Joe and Glace stay on this team until the offseason and see what we can do then. So I'm going to continue and simulate to the end of season number 1. Alright, so at the end of season number 1, Kevin Durant is the MVP, averaging 31 points, 8 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 1.5 steals and 1.5 blocks. Ben Simmons is the Rookie of the Year, averaging 16 points and 8.5 rebounds, along with 6 assists. Ricky Rubio is the 11th man, the 6th man of the year, averaging 12 points, 3.5 rebounds, 6.5 assists. And Anthony Davis, our own Anthony Davis, the Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 25 points per game, 14.5 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks per game. 3 blocks per game, that's crazy. Harrison Barnes is the most improved player, obviously, with 18 or almost 19 points per game, 8 rebounds a game, and 4 assists. And Steve Kerr, the Golden State Warriors coach, is the Coach of the Year. The Warriors go 69-13, good enough for first in the Western Conference. Alright, so we finished the season 55-27, 10 times better than I thought we were actually going to do. Good enough for second in the Western Conference, first in our division. So we are going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves in round 1. Let's see how we do. Game 1, we win game 1. We win game 2. They take game 3 away from us. They take game 4 away from us. They take game 5, and now they have a 3-2 lead. Let's see, 3-3 going into game 7. Let's go on Simcast. Simulate game. Alright, they seem to have... It seems to be a tight game. I might jump in if it's tight in the 4th quarter. Let's see. They take the lead in the 4th. Oh no, we take it away with 2 minutes to go. Who takes game? We take it away game 7 with a final score of 111 and 107. A heck of a game. They outscored us by 7 in the 4th quarter, but we still come out away with the win. Having a monster 2nd quarter, by the way. Alright, so we move on to round number 2 in the playoffs. We take game 1. They take game 2. We take game 3. We take game 4. Can we win? Yes, we move on to the Western Conference Finals. Who will we go up against? Probably the Warriors, although the Clippers. The Clippers is the number 1 seed. Or no, oh my bad, I take that back. I was looking at the wrong number. The Golden State Warriors is the number 1 seed, which means they're just going to take... Oh, I just clicked simulate the playoffs. Darn it. Well, that's a mistake. My bad. Anyway, we got almost basically swept. Almost swept by the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors win the NBA championship 4 in 5 games to the Cleveland Cavs. Who is the Finals MVP? Kevin Durant is the Finals MVP, averaging 31 points, 7 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 2.5 steals. Retirees, no one really cares. So yes, I'm gonna end the episode here. Next episode will be the off season and trades for season number 2. Thank you all for watching. This is part 1 of the part 5 or the 5-part series on the Golden State Warriors, the New Orleans Pelicans. What is words? So yeah, I will see you guys with the next video. Have a great day.